Hey there everybody, this is Airhead, and welcome to my new LP of Pokemon Colosseum. Oh yes, a bit of an oddball Pokemon game. It has the same battle mechanics as the main series Pokemon game, but that's really about it. It's a lot more focused on story, and you'll see more of that as we go along. So let's go ahead and get on into this. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. I love Pokemon Colosseum, just any Pokemon game. If it's got Pokemon in it, I will love it, of course. Alright, new game. Yep. Alright, here's our protagonist. Pretty cool design, I gotta say. I love this guy's design. One of my favorites of any Pokemon protagonist. But I will say, one thing that does kind of irk me about his design is for some reason in like all the official art, he has the weirdest look on his face. Like he made a really bad joke. And he just has this goofy smile, and he puckers a little, which is odd. But I'm going to go with Wes, because that's his canon name. And it's story-based, so we're just going to go with Wes. Alrighty, here we go.
Talk
Talk about an explosive entrance. That's just a little bit of what this game has to offer. Whew, that is awesome. I love that intro cutscene. And if you thought the music trivia wouldn't start yet, you'd be wrong, because it's time for music trivia. That little part in the intro that goes da 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 da, that does not appear anywhere else in the entire game, but it actually becomes a main part in the boss theme for this game's sequel, XD Gale of Darkness. But we'll get to that eventually. Oh man, what's this? It's a pretty cool little car. Oh yeah, our motorcycle is way cooler than this. These guys should get themselves a cool motorcycle. There's something squirming in the sack. Oh great. That's not ominous at all, but all that exploding made me hungry, so let's go in here. Oh, well, there's these guys. Fwah! We sure pigged out, eh? Or te-pigged out, eh? I love chowing down after a job. It adds to the flavor, I swear. That is true. Eating on an empty stomach just makes it so much better. Yeah. And we bagged ourselves a great big catch, too. Boss will be sure to fix us up good with big rewards, too. Doesn't get any better than this. Well, I'm sure their work was nothing illegal. Nice and wholesome hard work. I'm sure. Alright, let's go check out this cool little train in the middle of nowhere. Oh, something's on the news. Authorities have made a stunning announcement on the mysterious building that exploded in Echo Canyon. It was Team Snag'em's hideout. Wow, news travels fast. Team Snag'em is a gang of Pokemon abductors who have already been marked for arrest. The hideout was discovered only as a result of the explosion. You're welcome. By the time police arrived, the ruined building had already been abandoned. Man, that was fast. The cause of the explosion is under investigation. It should become apparent eventually. I wonder who could have done that. Hey, guy. Hey, you know about Team Snag'em? Let's humor him. No. They're a bunch of heartless crooks. They rip off Pokemon from trainers without any hesitation. I hear they use something called a snag ball to catch Pokemon from their rightful trainer. I'm guessing that you're a trainer. You'd best be careful. A snag ball. I'm sure that won't become important at all. Oh, I haven't seen your face around these parts. A traveler, huh? Not that it matters any. I don't know where you might have come from, but relax. Stick around a while. I don't know. I might have to head out here pretty soon. You know, I don't quite understand what happened, but having your hideout blow up on you, crime doesn't pay, I guess. I live a crime-free life, so nothing's gonna blow up on me. Wahaha. Wahaha. I didn't mean to talk to you again, guy. Sorry. There's no forgiving that Team Snag'em. They don't deserve it, not when they steal Pokemon from trainers. Why, I'd give a hip hip hooray if they were wiped out with their wrecked hideout. I was thinking wretched. That doesn't really make sense. Oh, hey, pink hair guy. I'm sure you're important. You got the protagonist hairstyle. You're Pokemon trainer too, aren't you? Nope. Oh, never mind. I can tell, and you're good. I can see it in your eyes. I bet your Pokemon are impressive too. If the opportunity ever arises, I'd like to have a battle with you. Heh. I doubt I have any chance of beating you. Hey, have some confidence in yourself, guy. Actually, we'll see eventually how well that confidence will hold up. Let's head back out. Yo, wait up. Oh, it's this guy again. Hey. Hey, my name's Willie. One of the only normal names in the entire game. After I got a good look at you, well, I got this urge to battle you. It's like I'm compelled to. Anyway I look at it, it's obvious that you're no ordinary Joe. No, I'm Wes. So what do you say? Let's you and me have a quick battle. Nah. What are you saying? You're Joshing, right? No, I'm Wessing. First Joe, now Josh. Come on, guy. It's not that hard. Yeah, let's go ahead and battle. Yeah, that's the spirit. Alright. Over here, this way. Well, let's see how this first battle goes. Yeah, I'm burning now. I'm on fire. It's full throttle time. Vroom vroom. Let's roll. Alright, time for our first battle. Oh, and with this amazing music. Oh, I love it. First battle music is so good. He starts with a Zigzagoon and a Zigzagoon. We got Ryder Willie. I've never had to say that name out loud before. It sounds wrong. But anyway, yeah. Every battle in this game is a double battle, which I love. I adore that every battle is a double battle, because you can use strategies that you never get to use in single battles. And it's a lot of fun. I'll go over move stuff, Pokemon stuff, after this little tutorial battle. First, I'm just going to double team the Zigzagoon. Yeah, Willie, it's not very creative. You just got two Zigzagoon, and that's it. Is that going to one-shot? Oh, it's going to one-shot. Oh, check out Zigzagoon's feigning animation. Oh, look at his little leg twitch. It's so sad. But I do love the personality in all these models. That's something I really miss in the main series 3D games. Is the models just kind of there. They don't really have super expressive animations or anything, but that's okay. Oh, I love it. Just ran in between his legs. That's adorable. All right, just gonna finish this off real quick. There we go. Easy peasy. Just a nice little kind of tutorial. Nothing too strenuous. Yeah, you start out way higher level than in most games, which I really like. I'll let you get a feel for your Pokemon skills really quickly. Player defeated, Ryder Willie. Wiped out. I still need seasoning. That's okay, Willie. You did alright. For having two Zigzagoon that should have evolved by now. They're level 24. But yeah, you're tough. Real tough. You did a number on us. Hey, I know. Why not test your skills in Phoenix City? It's out west of here. You'll find trainers who are way better than me there. You should go out there and get some battling in too. That's a good idea. But first, I hope you're ready for me to talk your ears off about a bunch of mechanics. So we got Umbreon and Espeon, our two starters. A pretty great starter choice, I gotta say. And Umbreon, the reason that we had to blow up that base is, for some reason, Team Snag'em stole our Umbreon, and we were not gonna let that stand. So we got him back. Your starters are restricted to male only. So let's see what we got here. Timid. Oh, that's really good. Okay, see Pokemon Nature down at the very bottom? Natures are very important. Depending on a nature, one stat will grow 10% faster, and one stat will grow 10% slower. So Timid is pretty great, I gotta say. Timid boosts your speed by 10%, but lowers your attack by 10%. And Umbreon uses special attacks. Well, mostly. Alright. Oh man, if I could have gotten Timid on Espeon, that would have been awesome. Okay, I'm gonna get Adamant on Espeon. Gentle. Okay. Gentle's... it's fine. Gentle, I believe, is just one defense is 10% faster, and one of the other defenses is 10% slower, so it's not really that big a deal. Okay. So now on to stats. You got attack. That's how much damage you do with physical attacks. Special attack is how much you do with special attacks. This is Gen 3, so whether your attack is physical or special depends on the type. So we'll go to Bite as a dark type attack, which means it does special damage. Imagine all the evolution types, Dark Psychic, Ice, Grass, Water, Fire, Electric. Those are all special, and then Dragon is also special. Everything else is physical. So since Umbreon uses dark type attacks, a special attack drop from Timid Nature, that's not going to do very much. But the speed is going to be helpful. So we got Bite, 60 base power, 30% chance of flinching, and if a Pokemon flinches, they can't move for that turn. That's not super helpful on Umbreon because Umbreon is slow with 49 speed, and flinching only happens if you're faster than your opponent. Secret Power, an attack with effects that vary by location. It does a status effect 30% of the time, depending on what location you're in. In cities, it's usually paralysis. Taunt taunts the foe into, or taunts the target into only using attack moves. This lasts for about 2 to 5 turns. It's less consistent than in newer games, and they just can only use attack moves. Very helpful because they can't boost their stats, can't heal, can't do annoying status effects. And Snatch, this is an interesting one. Steals and uses the target's move if it raises stats or heals. Any positive status move that your opponent is going to use, you're going to use it. But also, because this is double battles, you can also snatch the move of your partner. So if Espeon was going to use a stat boosting move, I could have Umbreon snatch it and get the stat boost. But it's not super helpful because you kind of just waste both Pokemon's turn on boosting one stat. But it's an interesting strategy if you want to do that. So let's move on to Espeon. He's got Confusion, 50 base power, a Psychic attack, 10% to cause confusion. Nothing too great, but look at Espeon's special attack, 73. Espeon is going to just destroy everything. And we got Return. Return is interesting. The more friendship your Pokemon has, the more damage it does. At max friendship, it has a base power of 102, which is absurd. And your starters start with max friendship, so this is a crazy strong move. Reflect creates a wall of light that weakens physical attacks. In single battles, it halves it. In doubles, it affects both Pokemon, and it's quarter weaker. So it's less of a buff, but it's still very helpful. And Helping Hand. Boosts the power of the recipient's move. Your partner will do 1.5 times damage if you use this, which it would have been very nice for this to be on Umbreon, because Umbreon plays more of a support role. Espeon plays more of an offensive role. And also, speaking of 1.5 times, if you use a move that is 1.5 times, or that is the same type as your Pokemon, so if Espeon uses Psychic, it does 1.5 times damage, so instead of a power 50, it will have a power of 75, because it's Psychic. And now, I should note something else about Natures. They have another role in this game and in the sequel, specifically, but we'll get into that later. And another thing, in post, I'm going to check these stats, because there's a mechanic in Pokemon games called IVs, individual values. They are determined when you get the Pokemon. You can't change them or anything. They scale, they're for each stat, they scale from 0 to 31. And the higher it is, the higher the stat will be. It's competitive stuff. It really doesn't make a difference in this game at all. So if your Pokemon has a 31 in special attack, it'll be 31 points higher at level 100 than if you had 0. And it rounds up, so it'll be 16 at level 50, 16 points higher. It's pretty easy to understand, but it doesn't make much of a difference. In competitive, it does, but not here. And then another thing is effort values. This is another mechanic where each stat it starts at 0, and each time you defeat a Pokemon, those effort values get added to a stat. So take the Zigzagoon that we beat. They give 1 speed point for each one you defeat. And every 4 points, your stat will be 1 point higher at level 100. And you can max out a stat at 255, and you can max out a Pokemon or effort value at 510. So you can do 252 in one stat, 252 in another stat, which is a complete waste because those aren't divisible by 4. So you'll be wasting effort value. So what you want to do is 252 in one stat, 252 in another, and then 6 in the last stat, but that 6 isn't very helpful because 6 isn't divisible by 4. So no matter what, you'll be wasting 2 effort values. And then At level 100, if you have a stat maxed out at 252, it'll be 63 points higher at level 100, and then that in half at level 50. And it doesn't just give you all the stats at once. It'll give you an extra point on one level up here. One level up will get an extra +1. Of course, I'm just nerding out. You don't need to know any of this, but I just wanted to explain all of it. And another thing about nerding out that I should say is I'm actually going to be doing bios. Isn't that going to be fun? So I'm going to be doing a bio of Espeon and Umbreon. So we will get right into Espeon. Alrighty. Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to the bio page. I thought I'd give a little bit of a tour before we get into the nitty-gritty. So let's get started. Up at the top, we got the name of the Pokemon. Underneath that is the type. Underneath that is the base stats of the Pokemon. And you'll see there are two columns, one for the Pokemon and one is the average base stats for fully evolved Pokemon of that type. So you see the Psychic average right next to Espeon. Because I figured knowing that Espeon has a 60 base defense stat is not very helpful because you have nothing to compare it to. But when you compare it to the average for Psychic types as 84.8, it's a little bit more helpful. And to the left of that is a nice Ken Sugimori official art of the Pokemon. Very nice looking. Underneath that is the classification of the Pokemon, and the ability is underneath that. And on your right, there are weaknesses, resistances, immunities, the starting move pool for the Pokemon. This will become important later. And the evolution of the Pokemon in question. This isn't incredibly important for Espeon and Umbreon, but it will become important later. Now on to Espeon itself. Espeon is your glass cannon of the game. It hits very hard, but is also very frail. As you can see by the stats, it has ridiculously high special attack and speed, meaning that it is going to move first almost every time and hit very hard. It has okay special defense, but its HP is so low that it'll still take a lot of damage from special attacks. Its defense is very low, and its attack is almost unusable, but you won't have to worry about that since its special attacks hit so hard. Its ability Synchronize, not the most helpful ability, but it's nice utility. If a Pokemon hits you with a status effect, the opponent will also be inflicted with that. Not super helpful, but alright. It has 3 weaknesses, being Bug, Ghost, and Dark, none of which are particularly common, which is very good. And Dark is a special type attack, and Espeon's special defense is high, so it will not be taking much damage. Bug, there are very few good bug type attacks, so you won't have to worry about that. And Ghost is very uncommon, so its weaknesses aren't particularly detrimental to it. It only has 2 resistances being a Psychic type, being Fighting and Psychic, which is very low. It is not a Pokemon that you want to switch into things, and it can't really be counted on for defensive options. The Psychic typing has 0 immunities, which is pretty common for any type, so it's not a deal breaker. Its starting moves are Confusion, Return, Reflect, and Helping Hand, a mix of support and offense, and its evolution, it evolves from Eevee, which will not become very important until post-game. So Espeon, overall, very oppressive Pokemon, very powerful. One of the most offensive Pokemon you will get in the game. I highly recommend using it the entire time. It will do a ton of damage. It'll get those knockouts very easily. All around, a very good Pokemon to have. Alright, and now it is time for Umbreon. Let's get it on. Umbreon is the opposite of Espeon, being the tank of the team. It has very high HP defense and special defense, but its offenses are very lacking and it is very slow. So it is able to take hits very well, but it cannot deal out much damage. Its ability Synchronize, same as Espeon, not particularly helpful, but it is very nice, since Umbreon focuses a lot on crippling the opponent. Now its weaknesses, it only has 2 weaknesses, which is very nice, Bug and Fighting. As I've said, Bug is very uncommon, not very many offensive Bug moves. The Fighting weakness is a bit of a detriment since Fighting is one of the most offensive types, and it is an incredibly powerful type. It resists Ghost and Dark. Also not very helpful resistances for being such a defensive Pokemon. Dark is not very common and doesn't have very many offensive moves, and same with Ghost. It has a Psychic immunity, which is very helpful. It takes 0 damage from Psychic type attacks. Its starting moves are Bite, Secret Power, Taunt, and Snatch. It is very defensive oriented, focusing on making sure the opponent has lots of status conditions and can attack as least as possible. Overall, Umbreon is a fairly mediocre Pokemon to use. Pokemon Colosseum is a very offensive-oriented game. A lot of the time it is better to simply KO your opponent rather than inflicting statuses on them, which is what Umbreon specializes in. The best use of Umbreon is to switch it in for another Pokemon. Because Umbreon has such high defenses, it will usually take very low damage from any incoming attack. Not the most useful trait, but it can come in handy in a pinch. Alright, with all that out of the way. Oh, that's a lot of talking. Let's get on to the world map. Now, welcome to the Orre region. Yes, a very appropriate name because almost every major location is named after a rock or a mineral. Just like mineral ore, it's the Orre region. So this is Anistar City. I'll go over what each one is based on and do a little bit of Mineralogy 101, but we'll get to that eventually. I want to get into stuff because I've been talking so much. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of explanation in this video, but it should be done for now. Oh, they got their thing. I wonder what it is. Hey, what are you doing? Get a grip, man. Yeah, you say that, but it won't stop squirming. Makes it tough to hold on. I don't like the sound of that. Okay, settle down in there. Just be quiet for a little while longer. What have we walked into? Bleh! Help! Someone let me out! Kidnappers! Oh. Well, that didn't turn out well at all. That tape didn't keep her yap shut. Hey, quit your shouting. Oh, drat. Did that punk there hear all that? I sure did. Hey, guy. Since you overheard us, we don't have any choice. Blame it on your own bad luck. Oh, I think it's your bad luck you're going to have to curse in this one. Shady Guy Folly. Yep, it was his folly to battle us in the first place. Very appropriate name. Yeah, and he has 2 Whismer. That's it. Just 2 Whismer. Shouldn't be hard at all. Alright. Let's just get this over with. Now, there is something I want to see if Whismer will do. I don't know if it'll do it, but we'll see. Because it has this one attack I want to show off. Maybe it'll do it, maybe it won't. Well, that one shot, nice. Alright. And this should... I wonder if I'll get the random effect. I think it's accuracy loss in this location. Let's see. Hey, accuracy loss. Okay, so you're going to use it. Oh, I didn't use it. I'll give it one more turn. Alright, I guess I can show some other stuff off. There's the call items you can use. You start off with a bunch of items. Healing items, status restoring items. That's all you get there. And then Pokemon, we don't have any other Pokemon, so there's not really much going on here. But you can switch between Pokemon, you get more. And call! I'll show off call here. I'll call both of them. Espeon! Not listening. Too focused on battle. Maybe Umbreon will listen. Nope, he's also preoccupied. Howl. Okay, I'm just going to finish him off. Alright. Yeah, calling, it doesn't do anything with regular Pokemon, but we'll get into what it does later. So what Whismer can do is it has a move called Uproar. And for some reason in this game, it does damage, but your Pokemon won't react. It'll just stand there and take the damage. Which is, it's like the only move that does that, and it's really weird. I don't think we probably won't see it again. Oh, we got a level up. This increases your stats. That's about it. We got 0 attack, which is probably due to Timid, but that's fine. We don't really need attack. Alright, that was easy. Shady Guy Folly. Gah! You're tougher than you look. I don't know, Wes looks pretty tough. A lot of people say he doesn't look that tough, but he looks pretty tough, I'd say, in my opinion. You took out my Whismer. You're no ordinary trainer, are you? Huh, wait a sec, that face. Might you be Team Snagums? Oh, you've been caught. Wait, what? What's going on out here? Eek, somebody robbers, they're robbers. You be quiet. We're no robbers. We're kidnappers. Get it? Kidnappers. Oh, that's great. I love that. What? You ding Zubat? Don't shoot off your mouth. Don't get all happy just on account of winning this once. The next time we meet, I'll trash you, your Pokemon, and all. What else is there to trash? I guess the arena. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Okay, bye, guys. Oh, yuck. I don't think that's the appropriate response to that. There's someone inside there. God, this is tied good and tight. Can you believe these people? What a horrible thing to do. I'm just gonna head out. Please, we need your help. Okay, I'll help. Let's check this out. The sack's mouth is firmly closed with a tightly knotted rope. It's tied a smidgen on the tight side, I guess you could say. Undo the knot. I'll give it a shot. Wes tugged hard on the tightly knotted rope. The rope gradually loosened. Wes undid the knot, keeping the sack's mouth closed. And now it's open. Congratulations! A girl hatched from the egg. Phew, thank goodness I'm saved. We did it. We saved her. Where is this? Where are those two bring me? This is Phoenix City, the opulent city of water. This person saved you from those thugs. Yep, it was pretty easy. They weren't that hard. The way he battled those goons, it was truly superb. I wish you could have seen it. Oh, is that so? Thank you. And, you are? Oh, so you're named Wes. I am. We get to name her, too. Now, what I used to do is I was very creative. Because my name is Aaron, I named the character Aaron, and I named this girl Aaron. Because it actually is kind of nice having a name that is gender neutral, because if I want to make a female character, I can name her Aaron. If I want to make a male character, I can name him Aaron. It's easy peasy. But we're going to go with the canon name and name her Rui, because we ruined those guys' plan. Yes, exactly. Welcome to the team, Rui. My name's Rui. I'm sure glad I met you. I was in a neighboring town when those two grabbed me. Oh, these guys, did they use a peculiar Pokemon? Whismur isn't that weird. Come on. I mean, it is kind of weird. It has an ear hole on its tail. Peculiar Pokemon? Now they looked ordinary to me. What do you mean by peculiar Pokemon? Oh, no, that's fine. Well, it's easy to see something's on your mind. You should go see our mayor for his advice. He's a very kindly person. I'm sure that he'll be able to help you somehow. The mayor's house is near the fountain square past here. Go up the stairs from the square. Stairs from the square. It's on your left. The mayor? Yes, that's true. The mayor might know something. Hey, Wes, I know I'm imposing, but I don't have anyone else that I can turn to. Please, can I get you to escort me for a while? Yeah, I guess if we just have to take you to the mayor, that shouldn't be too hard. Thank you, Wes. Thought you might say that. If you're with me, Wes, it won't matter if those guys come back again. Thank you. Thanks for joining me for a while. Nod. Okay. Maybe get the little jingle. Hey guy. You know, you two make one attractive couple. What? We just met seconds ago. Makes me a little envious. Oh geez, guy. It's like all those shippers out there. The mayor's house is near the fountain square past here. Go up the stairs. Yeah, thanks, lady. Hey guys, you left your car here. You might want to pick that up. It looks pretty expensive. Alright. Whew. Well, that was some intro we got, huh? Now we have a follower who can get very easily stuck on things, but we'll probably see some more of that later. Alright, so that was the first episode. We'll get into more story stuff next time. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you sticking through this first episode. Lots of explanation, but we'll get into more action next time. Talk to the mayor, all that fun stuff. So thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure to play. I will catch you later.